every second, every minute. Man, I swear that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go, go.
I recognize your fragrance, hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit, and I know you taste this a little bit, hot business, everybody else basic, you live life on an everyday basis, with poetic justice, poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs, dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy, it's blood in my pen. Better yet with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck that, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that Atari. Nigga that ain't good game, homie, sorry. They say conversation rule a nation. I can tell, but I could never right my wrongs unless I write it down for real.
Welcome to the SUBCON podcast, the only podcast completely dedicated to video game hip-hop. I'm your host, Gino Boost from GameMusicForAll.com, and we kicked things off today with a classic Froskees remix from his EP, the Final Fantasy VII Froskees remix version. You could find this track and a ton of other amazing Froskees Final Fantasy remixes over on his SoundCloud page. Had to dig a little far back for this opener. I usually try to play the latest music when I can, but it's become bafflingly difficult to scrounge up some dope mashups these days. Of course, there's the go-to folks like Beatmaker Cows and Toomballo and all the other dope dudes I've played on this podcast. Just go back in the podcast and listen. I played them already. And I definitely play their new stuff when it pops up. But what I'm saying is these mashups simply are not appearing to me with the same frequency or the same skill level that they once did. I'm trying to dig them up on YouTube and SoundCloud. I have to imagine that the strictness of tearing down everything that has a copyright violation has put a big damper on a lot of remixers as well. But what worries me most is have people simply moved on from making video game mashups. I simply won't believe it. Mostly because that would really suck, seeing as how I have this whole podcast about video games and hip-hop. Bumping that Final Fantasy VII track has me thinking about Final Fantasy VII all over again, for some reason. As much as I thought I was tired of Final Fantasy remixes, they just continue to be great, especially in the realm of hip-hop mashups. Froskees here, in particular, killed it across 3 classic Final Fantasy games. Like I said, check him out on SoundCloud to hear all that. And if you haven't, be sure to check out the Final Fantasy VII special episode of the SUBCON podcast, and also my write-up on Final Fantasy VII. Just, search Final Fantasy VII over on GameMusicForAll.com or on YouTube.com/GameMusicForAll. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, Doug Funny. We're talking about Doug Funny again. He has quickly entered the race for the most played MCs on this show, and I'm sure he'll have a strong showing as we continue forward. We're going to be bumping another track from his garage sale mixtape. This time he's featuring on Okumura's track Shaq Fu. I legitimately played through Shaq Fu on the Super Nintendo as a kid. It sucks, and I've known that for over 20 years now. Ugh. I never thought I'd see a game be so overrated for its suckiness, though. I mean, this game was beatable, easily beatable in fact, if you could come to terms with the god-awful controls. But the controls were consistently god-awful, so you could work with what Shaq Fu gives you. Just including the games I've personally played, I don't think Shaq Fu even makes my personal top 5 list of worst games. It's just meh. It's seriously meh. And I think it just rides on that same weird-ass nostalgia that continues to keep Space Jam relevant for some fucking reason. Luckily, this Shaq Fu inspired track wasn't inspired by the ho-hum game, but the much more exciting man Shaquille O'Neal himself. This is Shaq Fu by Okumura featuring Doug Funny from Garage Sale the Mixtape.
Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. 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 Yeah, woo! Hold up, wait. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. This black belt's not a tattoo. Yeah, hold up, whoa! Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Come through ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like a hook. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. This black belt's not a tattoo. Yeah, I'm ballin' like Shaq Fu. My verse affordable like Shaq shoes. Nowadays it's hard for black dudes. Ballin' haters calling cops to blast you. Factuals, stay on your guard like a sentinel. My dudes probably spit that venom flow. Cause noobs round me like an MMO. Fire on the beat, I'm a rap mage. Sign the contracts, you a rap slave. Backtrack to the Snapchat lanes. Shitting on them, I ain't take a lactate. Only way to ball is a Shaq way. Take it to the hoops like you Shaq State. Run away, shotty at a rack race straight to the place where they say that a match made. Hello. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Come through ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like a hook. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. This black belt's not a tattoo.
Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Got this free throws pointed at you. Gotta tell you, dude, that's a bad too. Got that kung fu like Shane Su. So I got a kid, but it's been a minute. So I start by whipping like I'm in the kitchen. Kept to wasting time, so I make my millions on what the groove do, cause I'm done with minions. You make a paper, that's a far cry. Better get your insurance, I'm a car guy. Better get your mind right like a pill now. Before you try to stick before my paper like a pen sign. Screw that, popping heads up like a screw cap. Players loving on me, homie, tell them all to move back. Silly runner saying, who's that? Orange fireballs like I'm repping for the new black.
Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Come through ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like a hook. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. This black belt's not a tattoo. Yeah, I'm ballin' like Shaq Fu. Dream tall like Shaq do. Too sick for the rap game. I sneeze, at you. Obese nigga on the street, knocking down his set, rockin' with the heat. KO be turning y'all to chicken, Colonel Tanner's whipping, voodoo on the beat. An old man said to save a broke little boy, you treat me like a slave. Let's go. Hit the game like I'm Batman. Shaq Fu in the Shaq cave. Or a strong fist mad hoes. But we gon' come back to that though. A new reveal from Nintendo. Shaq dunks in the Smash Bros. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Come through ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like I'm Shaq Fu. Yeah, I'm ballin' like a hook. Yeah, I'm ballin'.
That fine booty.
Drop.
Check the beat.
Welcome back. You just heard Feel the Power in Your Soul by Hideki Naganuma from the game War of Brains. That was new music from the one and only Hideki Naganuma. I used to drive around in my car with the Jet Set Radio soundtracks on full blast. There's nothing like a Naganuma produced game soundtrack. Ever since I played Jet Set Radio Future on the Xbox, no, I didn't play the original first. Lay off. It was over a decade ago. The game came with the Xbox for a short time, and I found every single Graffiti Soul myself without no guides. I remember grabbing the very last Graffiti Soul in Jet Set Radio Future and expecting some amazing game-changing event to happen. You know, like when you beat Star Road in Super Mario World and all of the Koopa's heads change. Like, I want the world to be flipped upside down when I 100% a game. But that's not what happened. In fact, nothing happened. Not even a little "you got all the Graffiti Souls" cutscene shows my character dancing like they do at the end of stages in Jet Set Radio. I wasn't even mad though, amazingly. It felt like the journey itself was worth it, since the game was so fun. So once I found all the Graffiti Souls, I just rode around on the dinosaur roller coaster for like another couple hours. I mean, I hadn't had that feeling since playing Super Mario 64 a few years before that. Just a fun game world to bullshit around in. Sometimes it doesn't get any better than that. Well, let's get into the background music on this episode. Make sure you check the show notes over at gamemusicforall.com/subcon to find links to all of the amazing music I'm playing on this week's episode. With that said, we kicked things off this episode with Kasai, the spooniest bard, and his track, My First View of the World, from the album 2 Squared. And to start this break, we heard High Rule by Reclusive. That's another one from his Dat Piff released mixtape, Smash Out, a mixtape which contains nothing but Super Smash Bros. Remixes. And that was followed up by the latest Graphics on Television, taking it way back with these guys who were on some of my very first episodes. Of course, I'm still a big fan. This track was recently posted to their SoundCloud page, Nature Show Unmastered Rough Mix. And I hope this is a sign that there's plenty of great new Graphics on Television tunes coming up. And if there are, you'll know because I'm going to play them on this show. To close out this episode, you will be hearing from the composers Masaki Hashimoto and Takahiro Wakuda from the soundtrack to HAL-produced NES game Kabuki Quantum Fighter. And of course, we'll be hearing the ending theme to that game. But before all that, we're going to hear some more YT Cracker. I've been bumping this recent YTC track since the moment I heard his first bars on this track. YTC lets the rhymes flow, and luckily he also includes the lyrics on his SoundCloud page for nerds like me. Thanks for listening to the SUBCON podcast. This is Paint by YT Cracker.
This palette that I paint with, cold fragments sitting all up in the system matrix. Make shit happen for the back and keep it dangerous. Hack the real riding me coming in through the basement. Chase it all up to the tippy top. I can tell I shut an island with a QC shining like diamonds, and I feel like dying sometimes when I'm flying on a focus. And my clothes stay the dopest and hope it's gonna keep on staying clear. Well into the following years, inflict fear on all other antis. Trying to keep a man down in this franchise. Gotta keep both eyes open cause they never know when a broken link or a token gonna set the whole world on fire. In the ocean of the side space, roll it up and lose it all just like a MySpace. Paying buggers with the break points to make the money, make it rain on all the strippers and the shake joints. Still a hacker with an attitude, getting paper as a batter do. Chilling in the tropical latitude, the gratitude of an internet beam. And the boys stayed out here dreaming. on sailing. Keep my eyes on the merchants like Sarah Palin. Me and Rod Barnett on the internet of shit. Got the firmware square, lead 3 is sailing. Packs that I paint with, bills all up on them busy box proxy payments. Docker containers on these IP rainers. For the baby blue check mark, verified famous. Free paint, who you paint with. This game's full of brains to the jails from the spaceship. Affidavits from the agents, 100 pages. Knock the aliens off the internet and stages. CEIs who shall remain nameless. And prison bright minds for crimes with sealed statements. Protests on the pavement to rein it in. Another soldier on the streets, me to tase again. Rigged game with the pay to win. With the elites fight elite hackers hating and spin. I gotta pray to the man to keep me out of the band, so I don't catch a case just to stay in the trance. But in the meantime, I'm seeing all of my friends. Them's copping the pleas, they got a bend in the knee. Threatening with treason in the first degree. See it, give him 20 years in a penitentiary. Hit the block with the EM spectrum. Isolate the embassy and disconnect the head from WikiLeaks and there some. Leading to the credit dump. Try to smoke it out with a 5-eye thread bump. See an actor of the state go and do it up face. And another government start losing its face. Then officials on the news say we're losing no race. Meanwhile, our talent is proving up case. GG's over this thing with the orderless team. Cause we live that borderless dream. One family united by the internet. Stanley, X-Men, married to the game. And the best man flexing. Dressed in hoodies at a desk. And pressing text in a terminal session. Penetration testing. Messing with muggles, keep them guessing.
Thanks for listening to the SUBCON podcast. Please support the show by subscribing to me at patreon.com/GenoBoost. Find song links and show notes at gamemusicforall.com/SUBCON. Follow me on Twitter at GenoBoost and Instagram at RetrobitsLA. And of course, you can find the latest video game-based albums at gamemusicforall.com. You're now leaving SUBCON.